Hello everyone! So I finally got myself a co-working membership because I noticed that I was procrastinating way too much on my projects, and so I really want to make some good progress. What is this thing? And so this is gonna be a new type of vlog. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I plan to do it a lot more often. Because not only do you guys give me great ideas on the Discord server, but I also have some ideas of my own that I really wanna implement. And so I really hope to put an end to procrastination in my new work environment. Why do I keep finding these hardware parts? What is falling apart in my backpack? Alright. But anyhow, today I'm gonna be working on one menu, and for those of you who don't know... Wait, log in. For those of you who don't know, one menu is it's a window manager for the Mac, and you can use it to snap windows and things like that. But recently I've been working on a new feature. So unrelated to one menu, I actually worked on my own wallpaper packs, and they are free. You can download them on my website. But what I want to do is I want to combine that with a new feature in one menu that I'm calling the wallpaper library. And so the idea is that in this window I will show the wallpaper packs that I have on my website and more that I will create in the future, and you will be able to apply them to your desktop with a single click. So this is what I want to do. But the thing is, I'm not really happy with the design that I have here. You see, the main problem with my design is that it's a grid and it's meant to show a lot of different wallpapers, but I don't have that many wallpaper packs to start with. So what I want to do is redesign this window to look more like my website, so that the wallpapers that I have, they look nice and presentable. And so, as designers would say, I have my creative juice over here, and I'm gonna try to design something that looks kinda nice, and we're gonna see if I can implement that in SwiftUI later. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so here's what I sort of came up with. It's very similar to what I have on the website, it's just a little nicer with the blur effect, and here you can sort of toggle between the different variations of the same wallpaper pack, and then you can apply it with this button right here. Now, I'm not really a Swift expert, so I'm gonna try my best to implement this, and so let's see how it goes. Now, one thing is I'm actually running out of battery here, so I'm gonna try and find some place to plug in and continue from there. This thing can... and then here I can plug in, so I'm gonna get my trusty big Ugreen charger with all the cables. This guy in, charging. Actually, this side is gonna be much better because of the mouse. Alrighty. So the problem is I don't even know how to do basic things in SwiftUI, like center not a div but an image inside of a Z stack, so I'm gonna have to resort to a little bit of help from ChatGPT. Alright, so you have to use two spacers to center your image. Now, for the most part, I have it actually working, and let me show you what I have. So here you can see that the images are loading, and now the layout looks much more like in my design. But I don't know if you saw, but there was a split second when the loading indicator was showing and it was doing something funky with the scroll bar. I think it's not resizing to fill the whole width. So again, I'm failing at my SwiftUI skills. Alright, I think I managed to fix it actually, but SwiftUI is so confusing, man. Let me show you. Alright, so this was the fix. So check this out. I had to set the max width of the V-stack to infinity. How does that make sense? Setting it to infinity instead of something logical like 100% makes even less sense. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Flexbox was around when they invented the SwiftUI. I mean, why invent something that is vastly different but not necessarily better? But okay, moving along, time to create the rest of the UI. So I'm gonna focus on this sidebar right here that is gonna contain the title of the wallpaper pack and a little bit of a description, and I'm gonna try real hard to make this blurry effect. But I have to bitch again about the infinity thing. Like, how bad is your layout engine when you have to explicitly rely on things that are by definition impossible to quantify? Why not call it like mind-boggling? It would make the same amount of sense. Because in any layout you really only have three cases. You either want to fit the parent to the size of its children, you either want to have a fixed size, or you want to have a size that is in one way or another relative to the size of the parent. What the fuck is infinity, bro? Mind-boggling. Just call it mind-boggling. But you know what? I'm getting really hungry now. Alright man, I'm gonna need a lot more coffee to wake up from that burrito. But, anyhow, let's see what we have here. Alright, so I have this frame on the side, which is going to be the next item in the Z stack, and that it's actually going to be a V stack on its own. Here's another dumb thing about SwiftUI. Like, why do you support named arguments if they have to be in a specific order? Why? What's the point? Not exactly what I had in mind, but I think I'm getting there slowly. I think I have the basic version working, so let me show you. As you can see, it works pretty well and it's quite close to what I had in my original design. And so the next thing I need to work on is actually providing the data via my API to support having more than one image per wallpaper pack, which right now doesn't really happen. So that's going to be the next thing. So here I have this dummy server, which is the Node.js API providing these images, and so the next step is going to be to actually modify it and improve on the data model. But that's going to be for the next vlog. Right now I'm just very happy that I have this UI kind of working, and if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.